Welcome to Hardin County Weekly, your local podcast here in Hardin County. We thank you for joining us today.
What's up, Phil?
How are you guys doing? We
Great.
have quite the crowd. We have quite the crowd today. If you're not used to watching us, we don't usually have this many people, but we're going to go for it. We're going to start off with Bradshaw Smoot, who owns the local butcher right up here. We're glad to meet you, Bradshaw.
Thank
Well,
you guys
I
for having
just
me
met you.
on.
Yeah, you're very welcome. We are glad to have you. And then we also have State Senator Matt Deneen. He's kind of a co-host, guest host, and he's here to talk about his concert series, but also just to join in the conversation. We thank you for being here, Matt.
Hey, thanks for having me again.
You're welcome. You're our first repeat customer.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you guys for doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you. And then, of course, we have Nate Bryan, who does our business news and updates.
Hey.
We got John O'Brien, who will be actually interviewing Bradshaw today, and he's also doing events and happenings.
Oh, yeah. How y'all
And
doing?
He's got his microphone in his beard. It's nice. I like it. And we also got Scott Lucas, who is my co-host.
Hey.
How are you doing, Scott?
All right, man. How are you?
Great. Michelle Mitchell just asked how we were doing.
What's up, Mitchell?
Said hi.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michelle. We're doing great. All right. Before we get started, I want to take a quick minute to highlight a quick event. Which, if I can get my face off this thing. Here we go. The Vine Grove Fire Department. This doesn't look as good, but it's this Saturday, September 13th at 11 a.m. Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, the Vine Grove Fire Department burnt down on the 20th. Got some pictures here, which kind of show, it was a total loss. So, they've been raising funds and trying to get ready to rebuild. But, they have a ways to go. But this Saturday, there'll be a fundraising activity. And I'll go ahead and put this flyer on our link tree at hardinlocal.com, which I haven't updated with this flyer yet, but it'll be Saturday, September 13th at 11 a.m. All right. We'll move on over to our special guest segment with Bradshaw Smoot and John O'Brien. We'll be interviewing them. Take it away.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on the show, Bradshaw.
Yeah, like I said, I'm super excited to be on. When I started construction, I honestly think it was before construction. I was itching to get on this show and try to get my name and face out there a little bit. So I really appreciate you guys reaching out and inviting me on.
Definitely glad you can make it. So my first thing is I got to know, what's your go-to seasoning blend for a steak? What do you like?
Well, I'm a salesman here, so this is an easy question to start. I like our Baldridge secret seasoning that we keep in the store. Our friends that own a ranch in Nebraska, family friends, is a product that we sell down in our other location. It is the best seasoning. I put it on steak, beef, pork, chicken. I put it on almost everything. But Baldridge Secret Seasoning. I believe I am the only place that you can buy it.
Awesome. Sounds good. I'll definitely have to pick up some of that. Also, can you share a little bit about your background? You've been butchering your whole life, or what?
Not necessarily, man. I wish I could say that I'm just a lifelong butcher, but that wouldn't be true. We're lifelong cattle farmers. My dad and I, well, I guess we really ramped up the cattle farm. I would say 2005-ish. Um, we got into breeding and buying Angus females, and one of the things that we did a lot of was showing cattle. So we showed cattle primarily in Kentucky, but we've showed cattle as far as Denver, Colorado, and as far east as Baltimore, Maryland, basically, to Modium. So we've showed cattle all over the country. Um, I graduated from Oklahoma State with an animal science degree. I was on a livestock judging team there. We were the first team in history to uh, three-peat the livestock judging contest in Louisville in 2019. So super cool experience for me there. Obviously around some of the industry greats, man. I had so especially in the cattle side of the business, I had some of the best mentors that I could possibly ask for, and did a meat animal evaluation team as well. So I love all things agriculture.
That's great. So what brought you to have a butcher shop here in Elizabethtown?
Well, we have that processing plant down in Campbellsville that's got a retail butcher shop. And I guess when I moved home from college, I came home for a particular job, was really interested in furthering my education, but came home for a particular job and that kind of fell through. Um, Went into the insurance business. I guess I still am in that. I do have came to grown a passion for that as well. But you know, as we converted away from some of the registered females in our herd and went more commercial, as I started getting busy. My dad is a dentist. He's also the co-owner at the local butcher, Randy Smoot, John Smoot, and then he's co-owner down at the Green River Meats plant as well. Um, but as we started to transition to more of a feeder calf operation in about 2018, 2019, after our dispersal of Angus registered females, we went from having more of a feedlot operation and a show cattle operation. Um, so our identity kind of changed. And one thing that we realized is there was a huge need in the processing side of the business. It was something that my dad has always dreamed of. My dad is a third generation farmer. I guess that makes me fourth. But uh, I don't know. He's probably listening to this right now. But keeping him in the dental office is so hard. That man loves the farm. Like he absolutely loves the work. He gets up about 5 a.m. in the morning and he likes to go feed cows. And he works late. I think he enjoys it more than anything. But it's obviously a business for us now, and we saw a need, and we felt like that our product was really, really high quality, and we were trying to find creative ways to expand on that. So that kind of puts us where we're at today.
That's great to have that family heritage of like where you come from and having that and continuing that on. So what do you think sets you apart from other like places in the town to get beef?
Well, I think one, we're vertically integrated, right? I've yet to find another person that we're calving out cows right now. Um, that's part of the morning routine is getting up and checking calving cows, and that'll go all the way till November, and it'll start back in January. So we get Christmas break, and sometimes we calve out on Christmas morning. We've done that before too, but we're calving out the cows. We're feeding the cattle out. We just chopped our feed last weekend, bagged a bunch of silage, and then we process them ourselves. Then obviously we have the retail locations as well. So I think what makes us different is we cut out the middleman on a lot of our products. We are the beginning, the middle, and the end. I guess you guys are eventually the end, but one, we feel like we have worked really, really hard in terms of, and I'm going to kind of answer a couple questions here at once, but we've worked really hard on bringing, my big thing is quality. How can I bring the highest quality product at the most affordable price? Um, and so we spent a lot of time and have done a lot of networking to accomplish that.
I can say on the networking side, I think you've done an outstanding job. I know you all came to Frankfurt quite often last session, in promoting your new store opening up and the processes. And I can say I have visited your store several times, and you're spot on. Quality is outstanding. Product is great. And your staff there is a wonderful staff to work with. They're very polite to all the customers, and I just want to congratulate you on opening that shop here in E-Town, because as I told you when you visited in Frankfurt, it was going to be a warm welcome for you, and I'm glad it has turned out that way.
Been hot, hot. It's it's been hard to keep up with, and that's why one, we ask everyone, hey, please be patient with us. I mean, I'm 27 years old, running the ship, and I've got a director of operations. His name's Craig South, and boy, that guy has worked his tail off. I think I'm gonna have to give him an extra week of vacation or something. He was here last night with me at 10:30, just doing anything and everything that we possibly need done. So, man, our staff's phenomenal. I've got great girls in the kitchen doing the prep. My meat cutters, I mean, those guys are shoot, dude. They're putting in long weeks right now. I've got to get them some help, and that's what I ask everybody is, hey, be patient with us. Were we prepared for the rush? In terms of product, I'd say yes. In terms of getting everything collectively out there and being prepared, I'd say, we could improve in that regard of, man, the support's been tremendous. I think that's a good problem for us to have, but we meet every morning trying to find ways to mitigate that and to try to get people in and out the door faster and to try to keep stocked up on all the different items that people come to buy.
Definitely. Are there any like cuts of meat or anything specialty items that you do that you want to kind of promote and say, hey, we have this that nobody else really has this in the area?
Yeah, so I think one thing that we do is we do a lot of prepped items, and I think a lot of people know that we do those items. So that's the meatloafs and the sauce to go with it. That's for those single parents, those busy the people that have kids at 3 or 4 different ball practices that need something quick and easy without losing the quality, without having to eat basically something on the go or something that you get from a fast food location. I think that that's something that we can come in, have this prep meal, tell you how to cook it, give you the ingredients to cook it, being able to pair it up with some sides that we sell in the store, and your night has been simplified. So that's one of the things that we do: meatloaf, fajita mix, kebabs, ready to throw on the grill.
Stuffed green peppers are real good. I can tell you that.
The stuffed peppers are really good.
Yes, sir.
I'm really proud of our deli. One, I think from a comparison standpoint, we're priced extremely well. We make big sandwiches. Have any of you guys had a sandwich from us yet? I mean, you'll know that we make a sandwich, and that's important to me because I know when I was out working on the farm every day and I went to go get lunch and you get a little bitty deli sandwich, that almost makes you more mad than anything. So I got a kid named Taven. I think he's 20, and he is a phenomenal worker, and he makes a killer sandwich. I mean, good visually, it looks good as well. So, again, just another reason that my staff is phenomenal.
Have you had any kind of unusual requests for like any cuts that you normally wouldn't do but are considering doing or think you may be able to have here soon?
Well, with already having a shop down in Camelsville, I wouldn't say there has been like that unusual request, but we sell a ton of tongue, heart, liver, oxtail, neck bones. We sell a ton. We've got in front feet. Um, we have sold a crazy amount looking at the numbers of those products that I wasn't prepared for at all. When the first week that I was open, I didn't have a lot of that stuff in stock. And I had just people at the counter just repeatedly all day. Hey, are you gonna have oxtail in? Are you gonna have tongue in? Are you gonna beef and pork fat? I've got guys wanting to buy hundreds and hundreds of pounds of beef and pork fat. Um, Not unusual, unexpected is the best way I can put that.
That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, like, who doesn't love a lingua taco? I mean, that's one of my favorites. I know that a couple places here in town do make a lingua taco, and they are some of the best ones around.
Beef ribs were outstanding. I had those just the other day, so those were really good too.
Another product that in some, for some locations it's hard to keep them in stock because they don't sell. I have a hard time keeping them stocked, to be honest with you. I mean, I think I've got it fixed now, so I hope people keep buying beef ribs, but they fly off the shelves.
That's good to hear.
Will you ever be getting any lamb? Do you think on occasions will you have lamb chops and things like that as well?
Lamb is what I am trying to get now. I am really particular on where our product comes from, understanding the story behind that as well. And obviously, it's got to be at to make this even more complex. I have to look at price on that as well because I want, again, not only are we trying to find high quality products, but we're trying to do it at an affordable rate. So if I bring out lamb, I want it to be for everybody, right? And I want it to be consistent, and I want it to be good.
That's great. Yeah.
I was did not have, to be honest, I'm not even sure that I ate a lot of lamb growing up, and my roommate in college was a sheep producer, and so obviously us being extremely broke college kids, his family would send us a bunch of product, and he would cook it for me, and it's excellent. I mean, if you've had good lamb, it is excellent. Just something that we never really grew up on, and now I'm trying. That's like the next step. That's the next hurdle that I'm trying to accomplish right now, and there's a lot of things that I want to do in the store, but right now it's focusing on the task at hand. We've got a few things that we've got to iron out before we start growing and becoming that one-stop shop, right?
Yeah, and like thinking about those future plans, kind of what is your full envisionment of what the local butcher will be?
Right. Well, for one, I want the local butcher to be a trusted source for your protein, for all your protein needs. Yes, I'm going to ask you to go to your grocery store for now, get whatever you need, then come to me for the protein, right? Um, I do want to expand on that. I've got my smoker hooked up now, so I want my smoker to be hooked up so we can start not only offering hot plate lunches, but also being able to offer pre-cooked product, right? That you go home, reheat. Again, another way for that busy family, that busy dad, or I mean, shoot, even senator. I mean, he's probably running up and down the road during session. He
A little
probably
bit.
doesn't have a lot of time on his hands to prepare his meals. So if he can come in there and buy cooked burnt ends that taste like candy while you're driving down the Bluegrass Parkway, head to Frankfurt. I mean, that's the option that we want to offer. So that's one side of it. Wholesale, I actually received 2 or 3 calls. I want to get my product into restaurants. I've got to figure out how to do that at an affordable clip because I know there's bigger boys out there than me. And I don't mean that just because I'm only 5'5". They're just bigger companies, right? I want to I want to be able to figure out a way of how we can get, whether that's ground beef, brisket, different types of pork, how we can get that out there to these local restaurants to offer our product. So I am working on that now. We're in a few, as we said, and I'm trying to get into the schools as well. That is another thing that What can we do from whether we're having cookouts or that's kind of the next step for me personally, is to get the product out on a wholesale level, throughout E-Town in the community, right? And then obviously I want to expand on the store. How can we offer more local products? Like today, I brought out a new chips and salsa. I brought out some local honey, both made in Elizabethtown. How can I keep doing research, finding these local products and putting them on our shelves, right? Because right now it's a challenge of we got to get it full, and we have to put stuff out there that the consumer wants to buy. And then when not only do they have a good shopping experience, but the biggest thing is eating experience. I'm the type of guy, if you ever have an issue at our store, I want you to call me because we'll come back. And whether that's because you accidentally cooked your steak to 170 and didn't know that it needs to be 135, hey, let's get this right the next time. Let me help you get there. I want that eating experience to be exactly what you thought, if not more, every time that you buy protein from us.
That's
When
great. And I know that Hub House has your beef already, right? They're selling your beef as their burgers.
Absolutely. Nick Garrett, Chris, Todd Davis, they found us like as soon as we were talking about coming to E-Town. And those guys have done more for me. I mean, they've been phenomenal. The amount of support, the amount of networking that they've done for the local butcher and myself. Um, I Man, I can't thank those guys enough. But yes, that is a Hub House. Does sell some of our products or cook some of our products in their restaurant. That's been a really, really good relationship for me.
Are there any other ones that are local that use your meat? I know we have the Street Kitchen just opened up here at Social today. Or have they reached out at all to?
Absolutely. Kurt, one great guy. Obviously has a really good product. I knew Kurt when I was down in Campbellsville. Um, but yes, they've reached out. No, I have not found a solution quite yet to fill their needs. And a lot of it is, again, I wasn't as prepared for the initial rush. And it's been more of a timing issue for me personally. Um, because again, I'm not willing just to sling product. We're going to sling it with intentions of it being fresh and high quality.
How can people get a hold of you if they want to, if they own a business or a restaurant and they want to, try out your product?
Absolutely. They can call the store, 270-982-beef. And reach out. We have got a lady stopping by today. She's gonna come together with a list of products, and we're gonna work up a quote and see if we can't earn her business and satisfy what they're looking for.
Great. And I also put, like, if you go to hardinlocal.com, I put like a bunch of links from today's podcast at the top. One of them has your all's Facebook page link, so you can always go there. And I know they have the phone number and contact information there. But great. And have we got through all the questions?
I think I've asked all the things I've had listed out.
Anybody else have any questions for Ed Shaw?
No, just some encouragement. Just keep doing what you're doing. I think you're doing a great job so far. I've heard nothing but praise from your customers that I've talked to. Again, every time I've been in there, your staff has done a wonderful job, and that's a compliment to you and to all of your people that you've hired. So keep up the good work. We're glad you're here, and welcome to E-Town.
Well, that means a lot, and it really does. The reason why behind the local butcher is one, I've always dreamed of leading the team, right? Of having not the owner title, but almost the leader title. We don't talk about boss or ownership around here. We're team, and how do we work together? How do we become efficient? How do we um, become more effective with our time? How do we generate a better product? But ultimately, my biggest thing is I want to give that again, that quality product to the public, but I also want the quality of life for our staff to be at an all-time high. We've got such a great group of people. It has been it's been a blessing for a 27-year-old to have the staff that I've got because there hasn't been the first issue. Everybody shows up before they're supposed to show up, and they stay after way longer than they're scheduled. So, and it's really because we need them. But they're really focused on the experience when you come into the local butcher. They're really focused on that customer service, and that's what we want it to be. And long-term plan is to maintain that and just to do it at a higher level.
Hey, I don't know if anybody asked this since I was running the stream. I was paying attention, but I might have missed it. I was just curious. Say there's somebody that wants to order some beef or steaks for an important event, that they're having hosting at their house, something that they can't, how far in advance should they order it from you?
If they will come in to me, I can usually, depending on the size of the order, I can do everything within a week, usually. But that's probably knowing on a Monday, right?
Mhm.
Or at least having the Monday to prep on that order. We do have some limitations in terms of the guy that designed this place. He didn't design some of the spaces big enough, so it takes a little more work to get to get this to get everything moving and staying on time. So I asked for,
Mhm.
as we grow, I'd like to get that to 2 to 3 days. That's
Okay.
all.
I just wanted to make sure, that people knew. 'Cause sometimes, you schedule something a couple weeks out already if you're going to have a big event at your house, and they can just let you know up front. And
So Phil, we do have the third annual free burger bonanza coming up here next Monday. I put my order in yesterday for the beef pickup on Saturday, so I'm excited about that.
I'm going to be there. I'm coming, so I'm looking forward to it. It's great. All right. Anything else, Bradshaw, that you wanted to say? Anything that you
I'd
thought
like to
of?
say thank you.
You're welcome.
Seriously, thank you for the support. The city of E-Town, I mean, the people of Hardin County, so all of our customers, thank you. Um, like I said, I mean, Labor Day weekend, there was a line from the meat case out the door into the parking lot. I'm sorry about the wait, but I'm not, I'm not going to complain about the amount of support. I mean, and we try to hustle and move that along, but when you come up to us, we're going to give you a fair time to look at the offering, especially after you waited in line. I'm not going to rush you along. You take as much time to figure out which burger patty that you want, what broth that you want, and pick out your steak, and we'll roll on. But the mayor, um, everybody at City Hall has been, the coolest thing, Senator, State Rep, the coolest thing is I have not asked anybody for anything, and nobody told me they were going to come in and help me out. Everybody just showed up and helped. And that's from the guys at Hub House, that's from the guys at City Hall, our State Rep, State Senator, that you guys, Nate Bryan, um, I, and I would love to ask for help, and I just did it, and that's probably a poor move. And thank goodness that everybody here is such a supporting community. Everybody helps each other, and that's so refreshing to be a part of. It makes being a first-time business owner really, really easy because I've got so many experienced guys, so many knowledgeable guys that are willing to come in and help a 27-year-old and critique him and help him grow. And that's honestly what I want. And they made me feel like I was a part of the community. So I love Elizabethtown. It's been phenomenal to me. We've just got to maintain a high quality product and be able to stay competitive when we offer that and to provide the same level of customer service because the support's here from everybody. It's up to us to make it happen now.
That's great. That is great. Well, Bradshaw, you're welcome to stay on the stream with us if you want to for the rest of the show, or if I know you got a new business and you're busy, so if you need to drop off, you can drop off, and we'll probably be on for another 20, 30 minutes. Up to you,
Yeah,
though.
I'd love to stay. But like I said, the guy that did not hire enough staff that we're all looking at right now, and the 20 people in our lobby, I'm sure some of my guys want a break. So I'm gonna go out there and relieve one of our people, give them a break, and get back out there. But thank you guys for letting me come on the show. I really appreciate it and hope to come back soon.
Yeah, we thank you, sir.
Thank
Have a
you very
great day.
much.
All right, guys. Thank you.
See ya. All right. Make sure he's muted. There we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on. Local business news. Nate, are you ready?
Sure. We're going to start off with the Yates Music. I have not been there yet. It's a new shop on North Mulberry Street. It fills a gap for musicians by offering local instruments, gear, accessories, and artwork. The owners are Eric and Terry Yates. They are longtime musicians. The only thing I can play is kazoo, so good for them. They aim to provide performers with strings, chords, and unique equipment without shipping delays, and it's Hardin County's first dedicated music store in over a decade. I mean, the newspaper price has a story about it if you want to learn a lot more about it.
Yeah, I put the link in the link tree. So if you go to hardinlocal.com, there's a Yates Music link up there that says News Enterprise article. So people can go check that out there.
But I think it's great. I mean, this is going to tie into some of the other stuff. We've got the with the bookstores and the record store. Like I like the art scene in E-Town is alive and well, and that just kind of shows it. Speaking of music, Chris from NSYNC, Blast from My Past, was in town this weekend. I don't know if he had a son or a daughter, but I know that I was told his children or child had a game at the sports park. They stopped by on Saturday at Mylard. I probably said that wrong. I always call it Mylard. Inside Social on Main, and then on Sunday he went over to Boom Baz and hung out. I was told that he was also at either JR Neighbors, but they didn't catch who he was, but said he stopped by over there too. So obviously it's awesome when he goes to local businesses and stays away from the chains. No offense to the chains. I like my chain pizza, but I want to support local businesses too. He went to local flavors, and the fact that he took pictures with people. He didn't just say, hey, leave me alone. So I thought that was just awesome. Obviously, we saw the hits and the views this weekend from that, but that seemed to take over the weekend. Speaking of Mulberry, we touched about Yates Music. There's a lot of movement back and forth on Mulberry. First, Bark and Bathe, that was on Mulberry, has moved over to Master Street. If you're not familiar with Master Street, it's basically right across from Manakee Funeral Home and the Hardin County Farmers Market. So basically right off Litchfield Road, it's a side street. You can go there, it goes loops all the way around. I think it was the old CK Cars building, I believe is what it was. They have moved out there. TF Games, that was in next to the former Bargain Bin or Bargain Hunt. They have moved out. They still have a larger Radcliffe store on West Lincoln Trail. They said, hey, come see them there. And I believe they're going to put a store in Brandenburg, is what I've been told. Don't hold me to that. This is what I've been told. I didn't see anything official, but it did on the sign, it did say sort of support our Radcliffe location. Bloom Bakery, the sign is now up. That's in Mulberry Square. That's the one that's right behind Subway with green buildings. That will be opening soon. I do not have a date. And then Mulberry Nutrition was one of the slew of openings we had over the weekend. They are opened yesterday, Monday, and they're right kind of on by E-Town High School over there on that side. So even though I know we talk about Ring Road and Dixie, Mulberry's happening back and forth. John, you kind of mentioned it. I know they opened today. Street Kitchen is now open. I will probably be there Friday for lunch. I'd be shocked if I don't. But want to check it out. I've already seen great reviews of it already. Bird Whistle Books opens Wednesday or Thursday, I believe. I think it's Wednesday. I think it's September 10th. I went out there. There's my very bad, I need a tripod video, but there's a walkthrough of it. There's plenty of pictures on my post. So we have the video of Bird Whistle Books. Right next door will be New Style Records. They are not open yet. They will not be opening tomorrow. They are a couple weeks behind. So they're not even set up yet, but they will. I bet by the end of the month, New Style Records right next to them. And if you're not familiar with it, it is right across from the Gray Comb in the former Busy Bee location. And then, so that's all that. Plus, I live on the south side, so I saw it the other day. I have not taken a picture yet. I don't know if Matt knows more about this or not, but the city is selling a plot of land right next to the fire department on the south side, right across from Long John Silver's. I don't know how big the plot is. I don't know how fast they want to move on it. It's just a real small sign that said the city is selling it, and you can contact them.
I don't know anything about that. I do know that they are trying to develop the south end and bring in additional businesses. So I'm not familiar if they have at this time, if they have a particular buyer or anything like that in mind. But it is a small lot, and we'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
Yeah, but just spitballing here, I would love to see like a Taco Bell there.
That'd be
Drive-through coffee store, something small. I think a Rally's could fit there. Obviously, something small like that could obviously fit a Scooters, a Starbucks on this side. Something like you wouldn't need like 50 seats, but I would take anything like that. I think the whole South Side would, but that just continues the South Side growth. We know that Gulf Coast Connection, ABC Food just moved out there from downtown, and they have been rocking every weekend. They are doing boom out there. Bright Electric's going to build a bigger building right next door to that. And I know that Quick Trip has cleared off land out near them too. So I think the South Side, especially in 25, late 2025, 26, 27, is going to look a lot different than what we're seeing now.
right. And I think as you see Ring Road develop and come all the way out that way, I think you're going to continue to see growth out that way, and you're going to continue to see businesses move in that direction.
Agreed, especially that because Ring Road's obviously starting to get full. You got Publix, you got Kroger going on over there. You got
Correct.
The VA going on nearby. And then you've also got, once Blue Oval really gets cooking, the South Side, obviously being the connector and only being 5 or 6 miles away from Glendale, is really going to boom. So I'm excited.
Yep. Exciting times.
It is. It's exciting. And we also, I was looking back through what we talked about in business updates over the past few weeks, and we're going to be getting you some more updates probably next week on like the Kroger Marketplace, the Publix, Town Mall. And also, I know we mentioned on the South Side, Yoke Fellow Coffee Roasters. Does anybody have an update on that yet?
No, they were shooting for this month. I do know they just made a post about it looks like a barbecue cinnamon roll. I mean, it's like a barbecue twisty thing. They just posted it, but I like barbecue. I like cinnamon rolls. I don't think it is cinnamon roll. I think it's just the dough, but with a barbecue twirl, I guess. But they have some neat things. It's not just coffee. They do a lot of their own roasting, and they do a lot of shipping. But I'm excited about theirs. It's not going to be just drinking, so that's great for me. But their menu, they've come up with some great stuff. Like, it's very unique and inventive. And obviously, I will be having a meal out there once they open. I do not
have a question for you, Nate. Can you repeat what has moved from E-Town to Radcliffe and location?
Yes, so it was TF Games, which is a used video games. I guess they might have some new stuff, but usually video game trading, getting stuff old for if you want to get the older systems. They have moved from Mulberry. They have a location on West Lincoln Trail. I was told by Lauren Hales that they already had the location. So it wasn't like they just went close, open, but West Lincoln Trail one is a lot bigger, and so they have a store out there, and then they have a couple other stores in the region. So they did have a store in the mall at one point. So they've been around for quite a while.
And the only other thing I found from the past that we hadn't like updated recently was the Spirit Halloween that might be coming to like where that former Joanne's shop was. I don't know. Has it opened yet, or do you know?
Not yet. I was by the mall area the weekend, and I didn't even see even the sign up yet. So I may still be a couple weeks away. I know one time I think the last time they were in like either Sears or H.H. Gregg, it didn't open until like October 1st.
Okay.
So the fact that it's not open a few days after Labor Day doesn't really shock me yet, because obviously they have to do this all over the country. So staff it, get everything moved in. So it may still be a couple weeks out.
Great. All right, we'll move over here to let Matt talk about what he's on here, his pet project there. Let me pull up some stuff for you here, Matt. Yeah, let me get you switched over. Matt. Of course, do the last one. There we go. All right, go for it, Matt.
Yeah, man, we've got a Green Space has got their final concert in their summer concert series coming up September 19th in the Emerald Cathedral Amphitheater over on the backside of Freeman Lake. We've got a great concert set up. Returning from our first original show is Countywide Southern Rock Band, and opening for them is one of our local favorites, Van Winkle and the Spirits, and we're really looking forward to this concert. It should be a great show, and like to encourage everybody to visit greenspaceky.com if you want to buy tickets in advance. They're only $10, or you can just wait and buy your tickets at the gate there.
Great. Trying to turn all the cameras back on since I turned them off.
Yeah, how you like that promo video there? That one, I appreciate you showing that.
Yeah, I like it. It's a good one. I took the time to download it, so I do like it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate that. But we've got some signs, road signs out at the corner of Pear Orchard Road and North Miles, and we also have a banner that's on the corner of Ring Road and Pear Orchard Road. So if you may see those banners, but people can park at the First Presbyterian Church, or they can park across the street over at Grace Heartland and just walk right down the trail. It's not very far at all. And they'll find the Emerald Cathedral Amphitheater. It'll hold about 500 people. So we'd love to have a good turnout on September 19th. And I think it's going to run from 6 to 9 p.m.
Yes, that's what the video says. And I also put a link on our hardinlocal.com where the podcast links are at the top. I put a link to where you can buy tickets in there.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate what all of you are doing here with Hardin Local and keeping our community informed about upcoming events. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say there's just so many things going on this weekend here in Elizabethtown. We have the Lions Club Chicken Barbecue going on. There's just a lot of ways that you can contribute to some of these local nonprofits, like the Lions Club or Green Space. We've partnered with the Lions Club on several occasions where they will come out and cook during our concerts and sell items to help raise money for their organization as well. And as the local butcher said, this is really a wonderful community that really comes out and supports our local nonprofits, and the money that you give stays right here. So we encourage folks to come out and maybe donate a little bit. $10 for that concert is a really, really great deal for such a wonderful band.
I agree. And that's the 19th. So
that is the 19th. Yes, September the 19th, Friday night.
Okay. Next Friday, not this Friday.
Correct.
Yeah, obviously. All right. Well, we'll move on. And Matt, you're welcome, obviously, to hang out the rest of the time. All we got left is our events with John. So feel free to.
Thank you all. Thank you so much for having me on, and thank you for doing what you're doing, because you are a big part of our community and promoting what's going on and what's happening, and you're keeping a lot of folks informed. So keep up the good work. I look forward to coming back and joining you soon.
That's great. Thank you, Matt, for joining us, and we appreciate your support. You're one of the first back in 2014 or 15. We really appreciate it.
Hey, no problem at all. You all have a great day. Thanks again.
You too.
All right. Yeah. So we'll get into those events, right?
Yes, let's do it. I was just getting him out. All right.
Got a lot of things for sure. Again, we talked about it. Yeah, the Street Kitchen. They got their grand opening today. They started at 11 a.m., goes to 9 p.m. Get over there, get you a dog, get you a burger. I think they have a limited menu right now. They don't have the full menu that they posted available for the grand opening, and probably maybe for the first few weeks or so. But it should be good. Check it out. It's open and ready to roll. Tomorrow we have a Radiotronic concert out at the lake, Freeman Lake Park. Gonna have food trucks out there. Fun time for the family, kids, adults. They do not want you to bring any alcohol. That's one thing that they put on there. No coolers, no alcohol, anything like that. But bring a chair, because they don't provide those chairs. On Thursday, it is 9/11, so we're going to do a remembrance run walk at the Running Souls. It'll start at 6 p.m., so they'll start running, and they'll run 19.11 miles. And they're going to bring flags for unity. So if you got a flag, you can bring it. They'll have a big one that they're going to be running with as well. I think they pass that along throughout the whole run or walk, so you can kind of join in with that. Also on Thursday night, they got Zach Alexander at the Tavern in the Garden. Always a good time at Tavern in the Garden. Got a food truck available over there. And there'll also be the historic walking tour on Thursday night, too, around downtown. So it kind of brings everybody into the area to do those fun things.
I also have, I'm doing a live stream on Thursday night with Eddie Milburn, who is a really, really phenomenal artist here. You can check his website at Crazy Thing. I think it's crazythingarts.com. I'll add it to the links. But he does some phenomenal custom airbrushing. He's out of Cecilia. So me and him are gonna have a conversation at 6 p.m. on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Instagram. Just to like get to know what he's about. And it's crazythingart.com is his website. So you can check it out there.
Very nice. And I think I'm going to join you for that if you don't mind. I like to pick his brain on a couple things.
Any of them can join that ones too. Do it.
Oh, awesome. Friday night football. It's that time of year. There'll be some rivalry games this weekend. North Hardin at Central Hardin, Elizabethtown at Meade County, and John Hardin's going to be against Fairdale, and Fort Knox is going up against Thomas Nelson. All those games start at 7:30. Get your tickets and get out and support your local team. Phil, you were homeschooled, right?
I was.
So, did you ever go to any the football games of any of your other friends that went to school, other public school or any other schools?
Well, once or twice. It wasn't as often. We as homeschoolers, we had a support group in Hardin County to where we could go, meet other kids that were homeschooled. And then eventually, this was after I graduated, they started creating sports leagues, and then started playing other Christian schools or other homeschool group people. So yeah, I didn't get to go that. It was, but it still wasn't the same, But at the same time, nothing beats a Friday night high school football game when you're in high school. But at the same time, that's a trade off. I did get to grow up, on the farm, and then got to get a lot of work experience on the farm and at the other family businesses. So I can't complain about that at all.
No, that's awesome. Yeah. Friday night is jam-packed, though. Again, at the State Theater, they got Hotel California Eagles tribute at 7 p.m. You can get your tickets for that. We also have a farewell benefit show at Bourbon Barrel Tavern Friday night. A band called Save the Nine, one of our favorite bands we've had play numerous times, is kind of moving apart from each other. They have one of the bandmates is moving away, so they're having a final show, but also one of their bandmates' child is struggling with some cancer issues. So they're going to do a little tribute. Donations will be accepted for that, so that's going to be a good thing for us to do here on Friday. On Saturday, there's kind of a cool thing. I don't know if this has happened very often, but I ran across it. It's a parents' night out. So pretty much you can drop your kids off, and they'll have crafts and play and have dinner. It costs $45. It's at the Birdie's Studio. So pretty much you drop kids off at 4. You can go out and have your date with your wife or your husband, and then pick them up at 7 o'clock. So it's kind of a fun little date night. There's also it's a cool idea, I thought. Yeah. There's also a kids fishing derby that Radcliffe Optimists are putting on. It's at Signature Healthcare up in Radcliffe, 4 p.m. So free youth fishing contest. So if your little one likes to fish and you want to see how good they can do something, check it out and see if they can win a prize out there. Also, there's a hat party at T&T Hat Company. It's a 5th year anniversary for their hat designing. It's live music, food trucks. Starts at 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you want to go make a hat with TNT Hat Company, check that out. It's a really cool place to see in Glendale. Also, there's a bicentennial gala at Brown Pusey house on Saturday. It's at 11 p.m. or 7 to 11 p.m. It's a black tie gala, so you got to get your good clothes on and get dressed up. But they're going to have some really good cocktails from one of the old bartenders at BBT here, Brandon Gooden, and Kristen Savage. They're going to be serving up the good cocktails there, so that's going to be a really great time and for a good cause. So we've got
have they sold out at gala yet?
I don't think they've sold out yet. No. So
where can people go to get
available.
tickets? I think there's a
link.
website.
We can send a link and add that to the clip. But yeah, it should be a good time. And there's cigars as well, because there's outside there. So if you like to smoke a cigar, you can do that also. So there's also a fun event, comedy event. If y'all like jokes, they're doing another comedy event, but this one's at Social. It's the Don't Tell Comedy. It's put on by the Street Kitchen, and I could be corrected on this, Nate, but I think it's My Yard, like the reaction from the heat and the proteins and all the things, that kind of nutty reaction, the My Yard reaction. My Yard Kitchen, or Wood Fired Kitchen, they're putting that on. Tickets are available online for that. If you go to their Facebook, you can see the links for those.
Is that tonight at 8?
No, that's not tonight. It's Saturday. I don't know what happened with the AI on that either. It flopped it around.
I messed it up. Okay.
Yeah, but that's Saturday night, so that'd be a fun event. It's going to be up in the top of Social, so that kind of upper deck away from the public.
I hate to interrupt, but I was just trying to buy tickets. I should have bought them earlier. It now shows sold out.
Okay, well, sold out. Snooze, you lose.
Doesn't hold that. It doesn't hold that many.
Wait list, but yeah, I meant to buy the tickets. Should I have? And then I tried to buy them, and then right when I tried to buy them and hit click, it said it sold out.
Well, if you guys are watching and you get any leftover tickets or tickets to sell to Nate, let me know. Go ahead.
Yeah. So then also starting September 11th through the 13th, there's a kids consignment sale out at the Bluegrass Sportsplex. So tons of items for sale. The 3-day events from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Go out there, find some cheap stuff for your kids instead of having to buy things full price. You can get it at a good deal.
And they keep swapping stuff in, and like it's huge. Like used to go when my kid was younger. And it's just a huge event. And even if you go one day and then there's not as much stuff that you're looking for, go back the next day, because I'm pretty sure they restock.
Definitely. And also, I'm going to say, like I said, it wasn't on the list there. I talked about it with Bradshaw as well. We do have the next Monday at Bourbon Bell Tavern at 6 p.m. We have the 3rd annual free Double Cheeseburger Day. So it's Nashville Double Cheeseburger Day. We give these cheeseburgers away, and we're giving 100 cheeseburgers away for free. Good thing to do for the community. Pretty much, we're getting that local butcher meat. Some funds were provided by a couple local business owners, so we appreciate that from them. It's just a fun event to get together and hang out.
And I'll be there too. Come say
awesome.
Hey. All right.
I think that's it.
All right. Well, I have one more thing I want to talk about real quick. This is September 27th. The Buddy Walk sponsorship opportunities for the Down Syndrome Association of the Heartlands. A big event, which I've put this PDF on hardinlocal.com for the podcast links, and you can go in there and check and learn more about it. But mark your calendars for the 27th of September. This event celebrates the unique talent of individuals with Down syndrome while raising awareness and support for their families. Festivities are going to kick off at 9:30 in the morning. The Buddy Walk starts at 10:30, followed by awards, a silent auction, and more. Come walk, cheer, and be part of the community that celebrates inclusion, education, and advocacy. And you can download a copy of this PDF, which has different sponsorship opportunities. And I won't go through it all now, but that you can go find that if you're interested. on hardinlocal.com at the podcast link events. And they are still looking for sponsors. So if this is something that interests you, we highly encourage you to donate to them. They are a vetted, well-known nonprofit in the area. You don't have to worry about any shadiness. But that's all I got. Let's check the events or the comments and see. Lisa Story said, good. Gotta go. Good info. Thanks, guys. We thank you for watching, Lisa. And Chauncey Livingston has said, I love the accountability from Bradshaw. Self-accountability. That's so true. So true. And we got other comments up on here, but we've gone pretty long today. So we won't, we're going to wrap it up right now. Switch on over. I didn't ask you guys to scan the QR code, but I've also told you to go to hardinlocal.com a bunch of times. So if you go there, and we'll have the podcast links, and I don't have every link there. But if you have questions about something we talked about and you can't find the link, just send us a message. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Also wanted to do a quick shout out to Scott Lucas, who I guess got busy with something else, but it was his birthday a couple days ago. Happy birthday, Scott. Happy birthday, Scott.
Happy birthday. Raise the roof.
Raise it. And
I do
and
have
just to-
one more thing that just came
Okay.
across. Phil, I just put it in our chat. There's a link to it. Showtime Cinema. If you don't know, it's on Dixie and Radcliffe. It's the old theater. It is operating as a haunted house. It looks like the grand reopening of Fear, which that means I'm out. It's also on Friday night. Friday, September 12th from 6 to 8 p.m. is their grand reopening of Fear. They call themselves Showtime Haunted House, where the movie ended but the nightmare begins. It's located at 895 North Dixie Boulevard, Weather Now, Kentucky. George, our great weather friend, posted about it, and I'll probably share it on my group as well. But that reopens this weekend. I missed that, and I'm sorry I overlooked it. But another unique fall Halloween-y stuff that's going on in our area. And I think the Pumpkin Wagon opens this week too. I missed that one.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. We can't get everything.
Yeah.
But we thank
Lots.
you for joining us, Hardin County. We appreciate it. And hope you join us next week. Be on the lookout for a bunch of segmented videos and short clips over the next couple days from this live stream. We appreciate it if you would watch those, like them, share them. Anything you can do to help get the word out and help our audience increase, because as we get bigger, we'll be able to do more things for you guys. Thank you and have a great